What's going on, YouTube? I got a special one for you today. We usually don't cover clothes on this show, and that's because technology and clothes don't usually cross paths, but they do in these products sent over by TexTale, and I'm going to show you how. So before we get started, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss as we cover all things tech. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granny Geek Show. All right, so what does tech and clothing have to do with one another? Well, TexTale sent me a message. They said, hey, look, we've got some cool technologies that come together in some everyday wear for guys, and we think you're going to like it. So I said, okay, send it over. And I've truly been impressed. So let's unbox this as I talk about some of the technology here. So it comes in this kind of smoky gray bag here. It says, you got a good taste. I think they mean you got good taste, but who knows? TexTale right there. This is the kind of packaging that it comes in. And the first thing that we have here is just a regular black t-shirt. Now, what's so technologically advanced about that? Well, a couple of things. First, let's start with the fit. Now, the way guys typically like their shirts to fit is, tight around the arms, and I wore this shirt on purpose for a specific reason. We usually like our shirts tight around the arms, tight around the chest, but a little looser around the stomach. So, see, here's an example. See, I have this shirt, and what's great about it is it's tight in the arms and in the chest area. But if you don't have a flat stomach, or if you're out, it's Thanksgiving or whatever, you eat a whole lot, your stomach bloats up, and then you look like this, and it's not a good time. So what the folks over here at TexTale have done is they have made this shirt tight everywhere guys like and made it more comfortable around the midsection, around the stomach area. But Chris, we've seen that before. That's nothing new. Well, the second technology is really awesome, and that is it's got a hydrophobic quality to it, meaning that you're protected from spills and even rain. I'll show some video up on the screen right now of me going outside. It was at a family picnic type event, and it was hot weather, but then we got random storm showers and there was rain everywhere, but I stayed nice and dry because of the hydrophobic coating on this shirt. So let's go and test that out right now. All right, so I've put the shirt on. As you can see, it's nice and tight around the arms and the chest, but it keeps the stomach real loose. We'll talk about that a little bit later, because right now we want to highlight the hydrophobic quality that the shirt has. So we're out of the family barbecue. Got a little bit of Gatorade here, and we're just gonna give it a change. Oh no! Oh, this is real, guys. I'm really just pouring it over, and look at that. Nothing, right? Just a couple of beads here. Now, the way TexTale says you have to rinse your shirt off is exactly that. You want to rinse it. You don't want to rub with any kind of towel or paper towel, anything like that. You just want to take some water, which I have here in this red Solo cup, and you just want to pour that over the shirt. And that will rinse any... I don't have enough water. You want to just take some water here, and you want to rinse the shirt like that. But that will remove any of the dye or anything like that that would become sticky or syrupy, sugary in your shirt, and just replace all that with water droplets. Water droplets are fine. Those will dry naturally over time in the sun. So yeah, definitely impressed here as I remain dry inside this shirt here, and all the liquid, besides a few beads of water, are sitting outside the shirt and not soaking in. Very cool. Let's head back to the studio. All right, so we're back inside, and as you can see here with this shirt, you've got it tight around the chest and the arms, like guys like their shirts to fit, but look how much material you have here in the stomach section. I can punch out my stomach if I want, you barely see it. I can go back to my normal stomach, and again, you barely see it. There's no difference. So I'm free to eat. I can bring this to Thanksgiving dinner, eat as much turkey and stuffing as I want, and nobody's gonna be able to tell the difference. So that's gonna be really comfortable for family events, barbecues, and things like that. So you can eat comfortably without feeling like your clothes are just stretching and pulling in all the uncomfortable ways you don't want it to. Plus, guys, that hydrophobic coating just never gets old. It's like a party trick at this point. Just being able to randomly spill stuff on yourself, that's kind of weird to be the person at the party who does that, to show off the technology in his clothing. But hey, we're nerds. It comes with the territory. So I don't know about you, but there's not much more that I would even put on a wish list for something like a shirt, an everyday shirt, but it's got it all. I mean, it's water resistant. It's perfect in terms of the fit. It's super soft, actually. When washing it, you can kind of treat it like more high-end, some of your favorite clothing. You want to put it on a cold wash cycle by itself, preferably, and then you can either air dry or put it on a light dry cycle. But yeah, man, I'm super fan of the shirt. But that's not all. They sent over some other stuff, so let's take a look at it now. So the shirt was a black color. I kind of wanted to go with something neutral that I could wear, well, kind of every day. But they had an option for dune, which is kind of a sand color. And so for the shorts here, I decided to go with that. I think this is also an earth tone. You can mix and match it with a lot of different stuff, a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, green, dark green, any kind of earth tones like that. But this has some really cool features about it as well. Of course, you've got the water resistance that the shirt has. Actually, this drawstring looks a little unique as well. I've never quite seen hardware like this in terms of locking the drawstring. It kind of looks like a Lego, but of course all the hardware here is color matched to the pants. And another feature that's really great about it is its locking pockets. In other words, you have a zipper on the pocket that allows you to keep any loose coins, keys, receipts, things you don't want to just fall out of your pocket while you're running around, as these are kind of a lightweight short. You may do some sports in this, or kind of, it leans a little bit more active. I would really hope that the folks over at TexTale dive into sports, because one thing I want to mention about the water resistant quality of these products is that it works in two ways. Number one, it keeps the water outside of your clothing, but it also keeps your sweat inside of your clothing. And that may seem gross and weird at first, but it actually is really awesome. When I was out at that picnic event I mentioned earlier, we were running around. It was super hot. I think it was like in the 80s or so. And what happened is, as I was perspiring, the sweat would bead up inside the shirt. And even though, again, that sounds a little weird, but when I would move, the cold sweat would press up against my body again, and it would provide even more of a cooling factor that I just had never really experienced before. And at first I'm like, whoa, that's weird. But then I realized, as I was, running around playing frisbee, playing catch, stuff like that, it actually was a huge benefit. And so I would really love to see something like that applied in the sportswear arena. But of course, you've got two pockets on both sides. They're both locking pockets here. But then when you flip it over to the back, you've got a locking pocket on the back. Now, of course, this is where a lot of guys keep their wallets, myself included. And just being able to have that little extra peace of mind of having a high quality zipper that you can keep all that locked in is really great. And also, one thing I'm noticing here is you can't see the zipper like line here. It closes up so tightly that you almost can't even tell that it's a pocket. Here, there is no pocket on the left side of the short, and you just see the seam. But the zipper ties so closely that it almost just looks like a seam as well. Now, another thing that I noticed when I held this thing up to the light, I don't know how well this is gonna show on camera, but there are actually ventilation holes in the back as well. This is gonna be great to keep you cool in your lower back and your pants area when you're running around, which is always a benefit as well. Now, of course, I can't resist. You know, we're gonna take these shorts and we're gonna try and pour some stuff on these too. Let's head back to the kitchen. All right, so here we are back in the kitchen with the shorts now. These are the sand colored, dune colored shorts, as they say on the website. And of course, we got the Gatorade again. We're gonna see how stain resistant you are. So say you're at a barbecue, family event, and you're eating, and here we go. You spill some Gatorade right on the short. Look at that, like nothing. All right. Nothing once again. Now the way you're supposed to clean these, according to TexTale, is you're just supposed to take some water and you're supposed to rinse off anywhere where I barely even see any beaded up Gatorade there, but nothing. You see a couple of things there, so we can just take water and rinse that right off. You want to rinse, not rub. You don't want to rub it in like you would naturally want to do. It's funny because I'm like looking for the little beads and then rinsing those off. But there we go. You can see there is like no Gatorade on these shorts. So if you're at an event, you can not worry about getting any stains on these shorts. So I've only had a few weeks with these products. Durability will be something that I'll maybe update you on if that changes. But right now, they feel super premium. They fit super premium. And of course, you have that added benefit of them being water resistant. I can't imagine. I don't have kids, but if you have kids, imagine not looking like you have kids, spilling juice and crackers, you're running around, you're being a parent, which is an awesome thing, but it comes with stains. That's part of the game. Well, not with these kinds of clothes. These are great everyday wear type clothes. clothing, the shorts, the shirts. Again, TexTale, if you're watching this, I hope you guys do take some of this technology, the fit and the water resistant qualities, and add those to some sportswear. Of course, if you like what you see here, you want to grab some for yourself or some other great products they have over at TexTale, I'll put a link down in the description. But wait, you can get your 15% discount with my code GRANT15. I'll put all that down in the description below. I can't say enough good things about these. I've been very impressed. So shout out to TexTale. Guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss as we cover really all things tech, including clothing tech. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granny Geek Show.